Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper. I am a part-time reseller on eBay. I do sell quite a bit though. We ship out an average of about 100 packages per week, so I do have a little bit of experience doing that. So what I wanted to do today was break it down and what supplies you will need as a new eBay seller, and go over some things like when to do free shipping and when you should not do free shipping. So let's get started. All right, guys, so first I want to say, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I appreciate you coming. Most of my videos are what sold, but I do have a lot of new eBay sellers who watch my videos, so I wanted to do this to help a little bit with the mystery of shipping, because it can be kind of intimidating as a new seller, how to ship things, what items you're going to need, and just overall how to do it. So I will tell you, in the last 12 months, we have shipped 2,941 items out. That is only on our main eBay store. We do have a second store, and we also ship on Amazon, Mercari, and Poshmark. But for today, I'm just going to go over eBay. So first things that you have to have, I would say, to ship as an eBay seller is going to be a postal scale. And I'll show you mine. Mine actually just died. This is my old one here. This is a Saga. And I do have links below in the description for most, if not all, of the supplies that I'm going to go over today and show you. And I do get a small, I think 1% commission on those, so I do have to say that. So first would be the shipping scale. And then you definitely will need a printer. I use a Thermal Dymo 4XL. I wouldn't recommend putting the money out for that until your sales are increased or good enough to warrant spending about $200 on a thermal printer. I did get mine off of Facebook Marketplace, so you can watch your Facebook Marketplace. You could put in Dymo. Rollo is another good brand, and also Zebra. I use Dymo 4XL because that's what I found local in my area for cheap. So I got mine for 80 bucks, and saves a ton of ink, especially if you start to get busy, you're shipping out more boxes. The thermal printer will save you a lot of money in ink. So you need a scale to weigh your packages, and you also need a printer to print your labels. So when you purchase postage from eBay and you print your labels on eBay, you save 20 to 30%, I believe. That is only on first class and priority items. If you ship an item ground, you will not receive a discount. I believe they also give a discount on FedEx, and that's about 20% as well. These discounts are only if you print it yourself. So if you bring these items to the post office, you're not going to get a discount. So for me, the discount pays for the shipping supplies that I might use to package the boxes. So print it at home, save 20%. You also can schedule a USPS pickup. I know some people have problems with that. We do bring ours to the post office, and you can print a USPS scan form once you've printed all your eBay labels, and then the postal clerk will only have to scan one label. So that makes it a lot easier. You go in, they scan the one, and all of your items are scanned in. So postal scale, printer, and I use a laptop to print my shipping labels. I use my phone for all of my listings. So when you go to list an item, you're going to want to weigh it on that postal scale. And when you're new, you could add, like, you could set the box and maybe a couple of pieces of bubble wrap or whatever you might use. I don't recommend pre-boxing items, just because that can be time consuming and tedious and slow down your listing. So just set the box, not put together some shipping supplies and your product on the scale to get an idea of what it weighs. So I only do free shipping typically for items that are under a pound, so they are going first class, and those will cost you about $280 to, I think, $575, $580 is going to be the max with discounts. I will add a few ounces on first class. Typically the lowest I will put for first class is 8 ounces. That way it's about an extra 50 cents to $1 to the buyer, and it will give me a little bit of money for the poly mailer or the envelope or whatever shipping supplies I might have used. So once you've got your weight, if you want to do free shipping, I would only do it under a pound. That's just my preference. Some people do free shipping on everything. However, we're located in Florida, and I would say about 50% of our sales go to California. So that shipping range is quite a bit. So if it ships in Florida, it could be $10, but if it goes to California, it might be $20. So I do calculated, and that is an option you will see on eBay. And you will need to put your box size. This is not very important unless your box is going to go over 12 inches by 12 inches by 12 inches, because if it does, you're going to get into oversized box pricing. That can be double, triple, or quadruple a box smaller than that. So you want to make sure if it's going to be over that, you need to be pretty accurate on your box dimensions. But if it's under 12 by 12 by 12, then you should be pretty good, just guessing. And the weight on priority goes by pounds. So it goes 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, etc. So if you have something that weighs 1 to 2 pounds, you could put 2 pounds. But if it goes 2 pound 1 ounce, you're going to need to put in 3 pounds. Otherwise, you will get a charge. And eBay will charge your account if you put that something weighs less than it actually does. You don't want to have that happen. Our scale was off for a while, and we had quite a few charges every day. So definitely don't want that. So make sure you get a scale. I do have the one in the description listed, and that is, I think, like 20-25 bucks. So pretty cheap. And if you're saving all this money on postage, it will add up quick. And you can use any laser printer and just tape your labels onto the boxes. We did do that for a while until we got busier, and now we use thermal 4x6 that just peel and stick. Those are nice too because the rain doesn't make anything run. So scale, printer, computer. So when you're listing, if you do free shipping, that means you are going to pay for that item to be shipped. So if you have a $10 item, what I typically will do is add the cost of shipping into that item price. So like I said, the max for shipping on first class is typically going to be about $5.80. So for a first class item, I would add $5 to cover the cost of the postage. So if it's $10, I'm going to list it for $15 with free shipping. The only other time I really do free shipping is going to be if everybody else has it, because if you're the only one charging shipping, people aren't going to buy. But you need to calculate and figure that that item could go far from where you are, and I would add in close to the higher end of the shipping cost. So once you have your scale, you have a way to print labels, then you've got to get boxes. So I do want to say, for first class items, you do need your own packaging. So like this is a priority mail padded flat rate. This can only be used for priority mail. Do not use any priority mail supplies to ship first class. Do not use them to ship FedEx. Do not use them to ship UPS. They are only for USPS priority mail. So all of the USPS priority mail supplies I show you today, you can get for free off of USPS.com, and they will ship them to your house. So first class has to be your own packaging. So let's go over a few of the different boxes that we use, and then I'll show you some other supplies. So this is a padded flat rate. This is best for us for shirts that weigh over a pound, for jeans. I don't typically use a I don't typically use a priority mail padded flat rate unless the item is over a pound, because if it's under a pound, it's going to be cheaper to go with just a regular packaging. So padded flat rate, you can stuff whatever you can into it as long as you can close this. Brad got some shorts a few weeks ago, and they rolled up 3 pairs of shorts and fit them in this envelope. saves a lot of money. This is $7.52 if you are a top rated seller. So you get that discount and the envelope is free. So if you can fit 70 pounds in here, you can ship it. I'm trying to see if it says. For international, the max weight is 4 pounds, but for in the United States, I want to say 70 pounds. So like I ship some wrenches in here. If you've got anything that's heavy, putting it in a first class, putting it in padded flat rate is going to be your best option. We don't typically use any other flat rate boxes just because most of the flat rate boxes are going to charge you about a 4-pound rate, and most of our stuff is under that will fit in those boxes. So it's cheaper for us to either use our own packaging or go with the padded flat rate. I am going to show you guys the items that we use most for first class items. So first class has to be under 1 pound in order to ship. That is going to be your cheapest way to ship, and these are some things we use. So this is a 0 padded mailer. It is 6 inches by 9 inches. You can get these in all different sizes. They weigh less than an ounce. So with these, I know like if my item's 6 ounces, if I put 8, then I will be covered with this as well as the item. I can tell you this is not a ton of protection, but we ship, I ship jewelry in these, but I put them in jewelry boxes and then put them in here, but it does not add a lot of weight. Next, and this, if you have an eBay store, you can get free eBay branded supplies. If you don't, you can just buy off of Amazon or eBay. These are 4x4x4 boxes. You do have to fold and put them together, but like these are great for small breakables. So like little trinkets, things like that. I do want to make sure that I have a little room on the side for bubble wrap, but these are really light, so we can ship a lot of things first class in this. And watches, things like that could also go in the 4x4 and go first class. So 4x4 box. And then next, this is what we use mainly for our hats. This also would work for coffee mugs if they're under a pound. Most of them, I will tell you, are over. I don't really get how people sell coffee mugs for 10 bucks free shipping, because most of the time it costs about $8. So this is another eBay branded box. Again, we get the coupon, so we are going to use that to get free supplies when we can. So this we use most for hats. It is 8x6x4, and this can go first class as well. So most hats are about 8 ounces, and we ship them in here. Some people do choose to ship hats in poly mailers. We don't want them to lose the shape. Now, if it is like beanie or a soft hat, then I would ship it in a poly mailer. So this is a little bitty 6x9 non-padded. So this works great for smaller shirts, and we can fit t-shirts in here typically. Those things aren't going to break. They don't need the padding. This poly is going to be way cheaper than the one with the bubble wrap. So these are 6x9, just regular polys. And then these are 10x13. I know I have a link for these. I get a bunch of different little patterns. So these are good, again, for shirts and pants. I wouldn't put an item that weighed over a pound typically in a poly. I'm going to try and fit it into that padded flat rate, because this can go first class, and if it goes over a pound, it's going to have to ship priority. And I know I'm showing you guys a lot of things. Look at what you're selling, and I would say get stuff as you need it. So I wouldn't go buy a ton of supplies. And you also can get free supplies at the store, or if your friends have boxes. We get a lot of our bigger boxes from Amazon shipments. So if I get like bulk paper towels or something like that, I will keep the Amazon box it came in, and then I have that to ship out bigger items. So start keeping all of your boxes that stuff comes in. You can cut them where the tape is, break them down so they will store flat and not take as much room up, but I would keep them. Guys are not, I I don't typically use for first class. This is getting into more priority. These are a little bigger. I think this is 13 by 17 poly bag, but I still want to save on weight. So if it's like a blanket, if it is something that's a little bit heavier but not breakable, you can put it in these poly bags, and it will need to ship priority because it's over £1. And then we also have these big ones. These are 24 by 19. These are great. I love to sell throw blankets. You could put pillows in here. Just make sure it's not breakable if you're putting it in here. And you can use pirate ship for poly bags, but I'm not going to get into that. I 90% use eBay and print my labels off of there. So that is pretty much it for first class, and you saw a couple of the bigger polys for items that will go priority. So I will show you guys some of the boxes. Like I said, if they are USPS priority mail, they are free. You can get them off of USPS.com. This is a USPS priority mail shoebox. It is basically exactly what it says. So, pair of shoes up to like size 12 will go in here. I do stuff some newspaper or shipping paper around them so they don't move if I am shipping a smaller pair of shoes in them. So you don't have to use the USPS shoebox for just shoes. So a lot of different items will fit into the USPS shoebox, and it is a priority mail. So you do have to use priority mail if you use this box. And then next, and these are great for like jackets, like a few pair of jeans. I also use these a lot for purses. So most purses are gonna be over £1. This one is a USPS 1095 box. You can see there. So if you go on USPS.com to order, this is what you would use. You would look for 1095. You can just go to shipping supplies and you'll see which ones say 0. That means they're free and they will ship them to your house. So this one you can see also like smaller board games might fit into this. You can put these together, which is a little more complicated, so I'm not gonna. You can put 2 of these together as long as you're shipping priority. Then you can kind of build these as you want, but that's a little more complicated than I want to cover this time. So this says up to 70 pounds there. And this one is not a flat rate, so this is going to go by weight, but it will fall under the 12 by 12 by 12 rule. So that's a 1095. That one's great for purses and board games. This one is just a tiny bit smaller. So this one's a little bit smaller. This one is 12 by 2.75 by 13. This one is a 1092 box. Again, these are free. If you're just starting out, you could order, I think you can order these by 1 or it goes to 10 pack. So you could order a 10 pack of each of these sizes for free and then have a good supply of boxes. If you're shipping smaller stuff, you're gonna have to buy yourself some supplies. So we'll get into a little bit bigger boxes here. This one, I did buy these. This one is 12 by 10 by 8. So this one we do like car radios in here. Sometimes we'll do plates in here that are small, and mugs, things like that. So you want to typically, when you're shipping, have a couple of inches on each side to put your padding. So let's talk about padding real quick. So if you're shipping something that's non-breakable, you don't have to really worry about it. I would use newspaper, anything like that, just to keep the item from moving around. And if it's breakable though, you're gonna want bubble wrap. So I do have links below to my bubble wrap I use. This is a small bubble wrap. Actually, I'm out of the big bubble wrap. I have some ordered, but I will wrap in small bubble wrap, and then I'll wrap in big bubble wrap, and then we'll either fill the box with like some of the air cushions. And all of this is recycled stuff that came in boxes. Like the bubbles that I have came in shipments that I received. I do buy the bubble wrap and I do buy peanuts. I will use newspaper in place of peanuts if I have it, but if I don't, I want to make sure that I have fill on 2 to 3 inches around breakable items. So I just buy big bags of peanuts. I get them about 4 bags at a time because I do sell a lot of breakables. And then this box is really big. This one is 18 by 12 by 16. So that's the one I use for DVD VCR combo units to ship them. Rather than trying to find a box, cutting them down, I sell probably 2 of them a month, and I found it was worth it to order. I think I just ordered like a 20 pack of them off of Amazon, and that's what my link is below. And that way I have them. So they fit, almost all of them will fit into the 18 by 12 by 6, and I can put a little bit of padding around them. And 18 by 12 by 6 falls under the 12 by 12 by 12 rule. So if you add up those 36 inches, that's your total to stay below oversized price. So 18 by 12 by 6 is exactly 36 and will not cost you oversized shipping. And then there's also the USPS. This is number 7. This one is 12 by 12 by 8. This is a little bit bigger box. This works great for like dinner plates. We'll use it. And also like bigger jackets, things like that will fit into that well. There's also a small 6 by 6 box for priority that is a number 4 box. That is also free. So you're gonna want to have a few of these when you get started, and it's really dependent on what you're selling. So look at what you're selling, try and determine the size of box that is needed, and get fill supplies if you need them. So if you're not shipping breakables, you're not going to really need bubble wrap or the peanuts. You could get by with just newspaper or any other filler. Just be careful you don't. I forgot. You also need tape. We do get the eBay tape with our eBay shipping coupon. I also, I got this at a yard sale for less than $1. So if I see shipping supplies while I'm out, yard sales, thrift stores, garage sales, I pick it up because I will use it. And then you're going to need a tape measure to measure the size of these boxes. And that is it. Well, you don't want to use anything that would make your item appear less professional, I guess. So boxes, bubble wrap, and peanuts. If you are shipping breakable, if you're not, don't worry about it. You can get a multitude of sizes of poly mailers. So if you're doing mainly clothes, that would be great to have, would be a multi-pack of that. Definitely need the scale, definitely need a printer in order to save the 20%. You don't have to have a printer, but you're gonna save a lot of money by having that printer, and you can use the money you save to buy shipping supplies. So I think that's pretty much it. I hope this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, definitely hit me up in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram. And if you have more specific things that you would like me to show, just let me know in the comments and I will be glad to do that. So hope this is helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Back. Go put him back in the ocean because he's still alive. Go put him back. Come on. You got to put him. He lives in the ocean. Go some more. Here, hold mommy's hand. Let's go some more. Okay, can you put him down? Put him down to let him go. Put him down. Yay! Don't step on him. No, don't step on him. You don't step on him. That was not nice.